So I have no idea why I don't see anyone do this in Crucible, because it's a really good idea, but no one actually uses it, which is stupid. And this idea is to use rare weapons in Crucible. Now, I don't mean any rare weapon, I mean the ones that are similar to other weapons, like, you know, the Cobalt RUE, which is in the same archetype as the Uriel's Gift, which is really cool, because as most people know, the 450 RPM auto rifles archetype are some of the most OP guns in the game, but sadly, most of the 450 RPM auto rifles are in the secondary slot, so you know, you won't be able to use the Last Hope or the Phosphorus MG4, and you just can't use any of them. You can't use any other weapon because, you know, you want to use the 450 RPM auto rifles, and yeah, it sucks. But wait, there's more. And if you haven't noticed, the Cobalt RUE is actually in the primary slot, and this is
absolutely phenomenal.
This means I can use the Last Hope and the Phosphorus MG4 and still have a 450 RPM auto rifle to fall back on and use at longer ranges, which is goddamn amazing. It's opened so many builds that you can use. For example, you can have a 450 RPM auto rifle with the Nergal PR4, which is arguably the best pulse rifle in the game, and this could hypothetically work. I haven't tried it out, so let's try this out. Another good gun that you can pair with this weapon is the Fighting Lion. And if you don't know what the Fighting Lion is, it is a grenade launcher that is in the secondary slot. And it is really, really good if you know how to use it. But the problem I see with this weapon is that it doesn't really have a good primary that complements this gun. Because, you know, most of the guns don't have the best of range. Because, you know, for the Fighting Lion, you need a good primary that is good at range. Because, you know, it's only good for closer and medium ranges. It is really hard to hit an enemy at longer ranges, because for this weapon you need to fire directly onto them to actually get maximum damage onto them. You can't fire around them. It's not one of those grenade launchers. So you'll need to rely on a good primary to take up further targets further away and use this weapon on closer targets. And you know, that's what the Cobalt RUE is for. It is there for you to get longer ranges and further away, and you can literally just take out further away targets. It is really good. I haven't personally tried this out, but I recommend for you to try it out and see how it goes, and yeah, just try it out. Now, using rare weapons in Crucible don't only apply to 450 RPM auto rifles. It also applies to any other good weapon archetypes, like the 3-burst sidearms. There are plenty of rare versions of those in Destiny 2. And you could hypothetically get a scout rifle that has the same archetype as the Mitre Multi-Tool and has this high caliber rounds as a perk. So basically you could have the Mitre Multi-Tool but as a rare version. So you'll free up any exotic space you want to fill up, and you can fill it up with, you know, the Fighting Lion or the Ward of Coil. I know, there's so many possibilities you can do. And it's so cool because you can, if you do this, you can build the possible builds you can have just exponentially increase and just go out. You can make hundreds of builds now, even more than you could before. And you know, it's just so cool. If you get anything from this video, is to not dismantle every single rare weapon you get, and to look at the weapon and see if it is a good gun or not. Just don't dismantle it continuously at every single one, because it could possibly be a weapon that can change the way you play PvP. Now, before I end this video, I gotta thank Jelly Crew Gaming for giving me the idea to use rare weapons. This video would not exist without him giving me the idea. So just go subscribe to him. He does Destiny 2 live streams, I think like every 2 days or something, and he's just an awesome YouTuber. Just go watch him. It's awesome.
You strike as one. The battlefield is yours. Finish it. Zone A captured. Power play. All zones held. Zone B lost. 1 minute. Victory is within your grasp. Fight. Zone A lost. "30 seconds. Stay on them." Two down. Guardian, crush them. Zone B captured. Zone advantage is yours. Well fought. Do you like it better when Lord Shaxx oversees these matches?